Hey guys, LJ Super Duty Swap project update. The XJ, we've gotten it completely stripped. Dad's worked on it really hard over Labor Day weekend. Got the axles and transfer case and driveline off. And we're in the process of getting those cleaned up in the next few days when a good weekend comes along. The LJ is on the lift and has been stripped down as well. Starting to sell off some of the parts to help offset the new parts we've bought for the build. The lift that we're going to be running is a 6-inch full traction long arm on the LJ. It has a 3-link rear with a wishbone setup. Very rare to see one of these installed on a Jeep these days. The company doesn't really produce these lifts much anymore, and to get one you have to wait months and months and months for them to get a kit together to ship to you. They're definitely not a mass production kit manufacturer anymore, but we're excited to try the lift out, and it's very unusual. We're looking forward to seeing how the quality holds up. As you can see, began taking the mounts off from the stock locations of the rear suspension and the front suspension. Just used a grinder since we don't have a cutting torch, and to be as careful as possible, use the grinder to cut off both of these mounts, get into the welds at the top, and then beat the mounts loose after you've weakened the welds on both sides. And then grind down the frame, smooth it out, repaint it to where it looks like it never was there. Very exciting. We also had to cut the exhaust. That's going to have to be redone custom for the rear suspension to clear. The belly pan, part of these long arm mounts, we have installed. Very clean, very strong. Very excited to see how all this goes together. It's a very strong integrated piece with this tummy tuck belly pan. That's going to tuck everything up another 1.5 inches or so. We've elected to go with a Rubicrawler. So we're going to replace the tail shaft section of the transmission with a Rubicrawler planetary box. For a 272 reduction, we're going to put the 231 transfer case on the back of the Rubicrawler with a slip yoke eliminator, and that will give us a 3-speed transfer case with options to have a 272 for most trail riding, and then a super low of 7.44 or 7.5, I can't remember the exact number, for an ultra low transfer case reduction, which will be incredible. We'll have to see how that works out. And if we blow up the 231, we can rebuild it with a heavy duty planetary set and chain set, but we'll see how long it lasts. As you can see, the inner parts of these brackets for the suspension getting all set up. Also, got the Sterling back here. This is the 231 right here. You have to cut all these brackets off the Sterling, get it prepped to weld on the new coil buckets and the LJ suspension brackets. That's the only main hurdle to getting the Sterling installed in the back of the LJ right now. And have the Dana 44 out of the LJ. It's for sale. Some miscellaneous parts from the Cherokee. Wheels and tires, we're going to stick with the same for now, and in the future perhaps upgrade to some 38s or 39s depending on what we go for. The owner of Full Traction, they made us a custom cradle for the wishbone over the rear end to fit the Sterling, so that's pretty awesome. Can't wait to get that welded on and everything together and get all the angles right and go for a drive test. Track bar mounts on the front, and that's pretty much it. Lots of work to be done. Getting exciting stuff going back on the Jeep and not just coming off. So we're looking forward to getting more done. Hope y'all are having a great day. We'll see y'all later. Take care.